So are you okay with me asking you some questions?
Yes, I'm quite okay with you asking questions.
So first, are you fine with me asking you some questions?
Go for it.
Sure. Yes.
It's okay.
Sure, go ahead.
You bet. Okay, good. It's fine with you that I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
I might lie.
If you were to be confronted with someone saying that the DSM is not backed up by science, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, I would say that they're entirely right.
No, the DSM is not science.
I think there are non-scientific elements, political aspects of it that influence it. Yeah, absolutely.
DSM-4 is still far away from science.
The DSM system is far from perfect, but it's the best we have.
DSM stands for diagnosis as a source of money. It brings in a lot of money.
When you have a new patient come in and you are gonna diagnose that person, is that generally fast?
No.
Diagnostic evaluation, a good one, takes at least an hour.
Anywhere between 1 hour and 1.5 hours, depending how complicated is the case.
I take a lot of time. I think compared to most psychiatrists, I'd take a couple hours.
It would probably take 2 or 3 sessions to make a provisional diagnosis.
But often the diagnosis evolves over time.
It's just amazing how fast you get the diagnosis.
When my son went into an appointment, it was 10 minutes.
First time the psychiatrist saw me was a 10-minute interview.
I guarantee you we were not in the office 5 minutes. And he sent us packing with a prescription.
That particular doctor talked to me for about 2 minutes before making the diagnosis.
And on the basis of a 1-minute interview, several drugs were prescribed.
Are there side effects of psychiatric drugs?
All drugs, they have side effects.
Lots of side effects are possible.
There are the side effects that the patient feels, and there are side effects that the patient doesn't feel.
You warn them of the potential side effects.
You tell the patient the benefits and the risks of either taking the medication or not taking the medication.
It's impossible to tell all the risks to the patient.
When these drugs were given to her, there was no mention of any side effects. The doctor didn't tell her the side effects of the drug.
I don't remember any side effects mentioned.
He didn't tell me anything. All he said, this will take care of your problem.
We had no knowledge of how bad side effects could be.
If somebody had said, watch your daughter, this drug may make her suicidal, she'd be here today.
You just want to turn back time and say, why didn't someone tell us?
How addictive are psychiatric drugs?
They aren't. Only benzodiazepines.
They're not addictive at all.
No, they're not addictive.
Antidepressants are not generally considered addictive.
SSRIs are not addictive.
Antipsychotics, they don't cause addiction.
Major tranquilizers are all safe as far as addiction concerned.
The drugs that most of us are using in neuropsychiatry are not addictive at all.
The psychologists and psychiatrists I went to both. They never told me that they would be addictive, they would cause me to have these thoughts. For sure, the psychiatric drugs I was on was addicting.
Within six months to 9 months, I was hooked.
That's all I thought about from the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep was, how am I going to get another pill?
I lost my job over a prescription drug that's not supposed to be addictive. Lost my job.
The reality is that it is addicting. It will wreck a person's life.
Is pharmaceutical money influencing psychiatry?
Yes, of course.
I'm sure it is.
Absolutely, yes.
Internationally, definitely it does.
You see that there is a direct influence on the prescription of physicians.
Pharmaceutical company intentions do have an effect on prescribing practices.
Do you want the long or the short answer? Because I'm a stockholder in Pfizer.
I don't think there are any answers to mental illness.
Isn't that the problem with psychiatry? It's so terribly unscientific.
Science is not fact. Science is a way of looking at things.
I know a lot of my colleagues, I wouldn't trust anything they said about any assessment they made of people.
I was either going to be a psychiatrist or a truck driver, and I probably should have become a truck driver.